Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast coming to you live on a Wednesday night, episode 217. I know it's usually Thursday. I almost tripped myself up, but it's Wednesday because we have special guests tomorrow. Shout out to the East Coast Gridiron Podcast, man. They'll be joining us tomorrow. We will be breaking down the NFL draft, at least the first round, the first 32 picks tomorrow, man. So we had to kind of switch our regular show till today. And hopefully you'll get to enjoy this beautiful sports content, man. A lot of things going on today in the world and beautiful world of sports, man. And we'll be talking about Major League Baseball, doing the power rankings. My Yankees won the day. The DA got on his Yankee gear. They came back with 4 runs in the 6th inning to defeat the Toronto Blue Jays. So we'll be talking about some baseball a little bit here in a little bit. NHL hockey, hey, the playoffs are set. Dan the Hockey Dude is happy that playoff hockey is going to start, but he's sad that his Penguins got eliminated here the day before. So too bad, too sad for Dan, the Hockey Dude. But he's excited. I'm excited. Postseason hockey. And let me just mention this about hockey. Gary Bettman and the NHL said today, hey, we're not interested in no play-ins, no play-outs, none of that stuff. We like the postseason the way it is. So we'll talk about that. Ryan will be with us shortly talking about the NBA. I'm going to give it to the DA. It's only going to be me and the DA tonight along with Ryan when he joins us shortly. DA, what's up, my brother? How are you tonight, man?
Everything is good, man. Another day, another 10 cents. So, no real complaints. No real complaints, man. No
doubt.
Ready to get in. So,
yeah, we'll get it here in a little bit. Let me just read a little thing. I've been kind of getting away from this. Hey there, Sports Chasers community. If you're enjoying the adrenaline humping sports talk and deep dives into the game as we all love, here's how you can support the show and keep the action coming. For up to first up to our YouTube family, it's already make sure to like, click, and subscribe to the Sports Chasers Podcast channel. Your engagement not only supports us but also helps generate and spread the word to the other sports enthusiasts like yourselves. And for our podcast listeners listening at the sound of our voice, tune in through Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any other platform. Your comments and those 5-star reviews are gold. They really help in boosting our visibility and ensuring we bring more of the content that you love. So take a moment to leave your feedback as we read every comment and appreciate your supports. Lastly, but don't forget to connect with us on all of our social media platforms. Search for Sports Chasers Podcast on your favorite platform and engage with us. We're excited to build a community with you, share exclusive content, and get your insights on everything when it comes to sports. We want to thank you also for being part of the Sports Chasers community. Let's keep chasing the games together, man. So I'm glad we got that out the way, man. Paid the bills for a little bit, man. Make sure you support us, man. Also on the Super Chat, you can support us. Also, we got merchandise. Go on the website, go to affiliate links. We got dugout mugs. We got our own merchandise. You also can go to Fanatics. I bought this Purdue hat from Fanatics, kind of paying ourselves. Hey, support us. There's affiliate links on there. And we absolutely would love it if you would do so. So thank you very kindly. With that said, hey, we're going to get right into it. Major League Baseball Power Rankings. DA, like I said, he's got his Yankee gear on. And, hey, the Yankees, they went to 13-6 today. They are 13-6 today. They're number one according to CBS. Their power rankings. They're number one. Juan Soto, DA. He's off to a awesome start. Your thoughts on Juan Soto? DA, can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. Can't hear you, bro.
I'm sorry, I didn't mute on.
Yeah.
Because we got some firings and stuff going on around here. I don't know where they're going. Actually, where I live at, it's so rural that that could be probably the other side of Mooresville. but you'll hear it on this side. So it is what it is. But the Yankees, it was a shrewd move getting sort of. Everybody knows we can play.
Yep.
Everybody knows he's a star. Now, what the problem is he a 1-year rental, or can we do something to keep him in the fold, or do something that may make him want to stay here? So, but for this 1 year, he's going to tear this thing up. He's a National League guy his whole career, facing some American League pitchers that have never faced him before. So he's going to do really well, especially the first half of the season, because of that. They don't know him,
Yep.
So I think, and he gets protected in that lineup. The lineup is good. They're hitting in front of him and in back of him. So, yeah, I'm really happy about that, man. I'm happy about the way they play, but it's a real long season. So you know how things go. These guys, everything else. But hey, we'll take number one when we can take number one, man, which is right now.
Yep. So like I said, we beat Toronto 6-4 in the 9th inning to win that rubber game. They lost 2 in a row before that against the Blue Jays, and they'll face their nemesis, the Tampa Bay Rays, here this weekend at the stadium. All 3 games. The Yankees will play. Let me move on to the Braves. They're number 2. They're 12-5. The LA Dodgers, the predictable, supposed to be winning it all. They're 12-9. The Dodgers have lost 5 of their last 9. Have rotation problems. We said that their pitching might be an issue, and especially with the dude that came over from where Ohtani is from. So, and he struggled. Mike, you saw that first game against the Padres when they played over in what was that? Not in Korea. Yeah, so they got a rotation issue. Yeah, they might be able to outscore you 10-8, 11-3, but that's not sustainable, as we all know. So Dodgers are number 3. Brewers, they're number 4. Dan's Pirates, break up the Pirates. Pirates are 11-8. They're number 5. The Baltimore Orioles, they're 12-6. They're trying to build on from what they had last year. They ran into a really good Texas team that wound up winning the World Series, man. So shout out to the Birds. The Cubs, they're number 7, 11-7. My dad's Guardians, they are 12-6.
Not bad.
Not bad. The Kansas City Royals, they've been the doormats the last 5 or 6 years again, 12-6. The Texas Rangers, the world champions, they're 10-9. The Arizona Diamondbacks, they are 9-10, but hey, they faced the Rangers in the World Series last year, so look out for them. These team on the low, the Cincinnati Reds, they're 9-9. The Philadelphia Phillies, they are 10-8. The Rays are 10-8. The San Diego Padres, I think D left them for the Reds.
The 13. I'm keeping them. I'm 13. They're 13.
They are currently 11-10, and now you got the Red Sox. Nobody expecting the Red Sox to do anything. Actually, expect them to finish last. The Red Sox are currently
9-9.
9-9. Any words? Go ahead, D. I'm sorry.
I said they're 500. They got a lot of things to pull together.
Right.
So there was no real expectation, You know what I mean? So yeah, no real expectation. So you can't be disappointed.
No. So like DA alluded to earlier, it's early. It's the 3rd week of the season. Season started in last week in March. So it's early. It's early. So shout out to all those that are watching on YouTube, Facebook, and all that stuff. Shout out to Deb. Thank you. Shout out to D-Dub. Yeah, D-Dub can't be with us tonight, man. Like I said, life calls. What he said. Sorry, guys. Duty calls today. Yeah, shout out to all those guys, all of our guys that are missing tonight, man. But hey, we still trudging right along. Ryan should be with us shortly, man. Like we said, baseball is on tap, and just want to talk about this A situation real quick, DA. So it is such a mess there that they're going to be playing in a minor league stadium next 2 years, I believe, in Sacramento. Would you say? You say, all right.
Listen, man, it's if management doesn't want to be good, the team will not be good. That's basically it. There's really no other, you've seen the management's trying to sell, they're trying to get out of there, they're trying to do this, they're trying to that, and okay, go. Where are you going to go? Well, now you got to go to a minor league place to do this. We're professionals. So, they're going to have a problem for years to come until they get good, because free agents aren't going to want to go there. They just may as well be a team that just develops other teams, players for other teams, like Dan says his Pirates does, but you do. But that's up to management, man. It really is. Things could have been done differently, and that team could still be competitive. So evidently, it's not what they wanted.
It's funny that you said that they can be a farm developmental team. I'm a baseball historian. I love baseball, and when the A's, so they have moved. This is like the fourth time they moved. They're a charter franchise. If you don't know, they're part of the original American League Baseball Club, and they started off in Philadelphia, and then they moved from Philadelphia to Kansas City for a little bit. They were the Kansas City A's probably for a few years, and then in the late 60s they moved to Oakland, where the Reggie Jacksons, the Raleigh Fingers of the world, the Catfish Hunters, where they won those consecutive championships out there in Oakland. And then you move to the Mark McGuire years, him and Jose Canseco, when they won a chip. Was it a chip, 1 or 2? I think it was 1, right? It was 1. So they won 1 chip out there. And so now I guess the stadium's no good. No, the stadium's a dump. As you can see, the Raiders, they left. They came and they left first, went to LA, and then they came back, and then they did all that what they had to do to the stadium. Then they left for greener pastures in Las Vegas. So the A's are trying to do the same thing, and as DA always says, shout out to Johnny Rogers. Thank you, man. Yeah, they need to move to Vegas, man. But I agree and disagree for a little bit, man, because like DA said, man, this is. How can I say? This is self-induced. They are purposely making this team awful and horrible and doing all this stuff. So
they don't want to be there. They don't want to be there. So
yep,
they're mad at the government of Oakland, and they tried to get them to pony up for a stadium for years. And the folks that live there are like, nah, dude, we got bigger problems here.
Yeah, we got crime.
Yeah, if you want to get a stadium, use your own dollars, billionaire, to do it. But if you do not, then you can bounce.
I think I said this a couple of weeks ago after 9/11, me and DA's New Yorkers, and he always tested this. The Yankees and the Mets said, hey, we need a new stadium. And the mayor at the time, Rudolph Giuliani, told them, he said, hey, guys, 9/11 just occurred. We ain't got no money for that. Y'all got to pay for it, period. And guess what the Yankees and the Mets did? They
if you really want it, you'll pay for it.
Yep.
Period. End story.
So there you go. So the A's are kaput. They'll be playing. Let me just read this real quick. This is from CBS Sports from RJ Anderson. He says, on any given summer night over the last 10 years, you can find Tony bartending the Oakland A's Coliseum during athletic games. Barring any unforeseen development, this will be his final season. Last Thursday, the Athletics announced they will be relocating to Sacramento for at least 3 years, beginning with the 2025 season. That decision coincides with the expiration of their Coliseum lease and the construction of a new ballpark in Las Vegas, their eventual permanent resident, if all goes according to plan. Tony didn't hear about his job pending elimination from the Athletics or from anyone associated with the team. He learned it by watching the Channel 2 news broadcast. The Athletics, led by owner John Fisher and President David Cavill, were hosting a press conference in Sacramento where Cavill revealed the team would conduct significant layoffs coinciding with their relocation. There will be reduction in force. Unfortunately, that comes with this, Cavill told reporters, including Evan Drillich of The Athletic. Because we need a smaller staff to operate things, we'll be learning a little more on the NBA Kings and the leaning a little bit more on the NBA Kings and the AAA River Rats up there. So there it goes. They don't care about the employees, I don't care about nothing.
Another case of a bad what's they call? What is Goodell? What's the title? I'm sorry, guys.
Commissioner?
Yeah, another bad commissioner.
Oh, this guy.
That's ABC. Another bad. Instead of another bad creation, we got another bad commissioner. All right, so we're gonna get a T-shirt saying that. Nobody bite. Another bad commissioner. Right? That's what we got here, because you're not supposed to let this happen. Right? Because now it's a point where you're laying folks off.
Mm-hmm.
That nobody deserves this. These guys have been working with the A's for years. You can't get it together. You want somebody else to pay for the stadium. They say no. So you go over to the side, you put your thumb in your mouth and chill. But the commissioner has to step in. Has to step in this case and say, listen, guys, you're a major league fucking team. Get it together. Get it together. That's all. The stadium at night or not. If you're not competitive, you know me, Kev. Man, listen, I am so for relegation in American sports. You guys do not understand. I want it to be like soccer in England. If you're bad for 2-3 years in a row, we send you down to the minors, and we bring the best minor league team up, and they play in your stadium, and you go play in theirs because you don't deserve to be here.
That's another whole show.
Oh no, it's just what it is, man. This is what life is about, man. They've been cheap since the month. Yes, Johnny. So you can't, Johnny. You are 100% correct, Mr. Rogers. There's no way in the world that they should be this damn bad. No way, man.
Nope.
On purpose.
Self-induced, dog.
Yeah, but the commissioner doesn't do anything. He's like, it's good. It's good.
I'm good, fam. Yo, y'all good, fam. Y'all have at it. Y'all just destroyed the team. We good.
Yeah.
Well, we're good. And it just and Oakland got a bad right? So the Raiders left. The Warriors, they moved across the bay to San Francisco. And now the A's are left. The A's, like I said, they've been in Oakland since the mid '60s when they moved from Kansas City. So,
dude, like I just saw it was a video of Oakland, and they rock like your dog. It's like a whatever. What's it called? Sound a shanty town, man, in Africa. It looks like a shanty town in Africa, with different boards and this, that, and the third, where homeless folks just building their own houses on the side of the road. Whether people believe it or not, a lot of people run away from that. But if the A's were good, that's a stimulus for everybody in their community if it happens. Now they don't have any teams in Oakland.
Nope.
They have none.
Nope. None.
So,
none.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Shout out to our NBA contributor, Ryan DeSouza. He's on.
Baseball. He does it all.
I know. He does it all. Yeah, Ryan does it all. Horse ring.
Hey, Ryan, you got a ring light, man?
A what light?
A ring light, man.
Well, I'm dark.
Yeah, man.
Well, he's on the road, so I don't know if he brought it,
okay,
man. So.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, brother.
In Atlanta, bro.
Uh-oh. Another commercial?
Yeah.
TV show?
Fighting traffic.
Fight. Because on my end, I look all right. It's
everything
too dark.
is Peachtree. Everything is Peachtree. Peachtree,
yeah.
Road, Street, Boulevard. Bro,
Circle. I was in traffic on the local roads. I wasn't even on the highway.
Oh, no, it's bad out there. It's too many people. Far too many people, brother.
Bronx Day in Atlanta.
Oh no, they would never see me. You will never ever see me there.
I just did that on purpose. I'm not going to switch.
I ain't doing it.
Yo, so y'all can't see me?
No, Ryan, we can
see you. We
can see you, but we'll just lighten you up a little bit, man. We know you on the road doing your thing, bro. Yeah. Thank you for coming through as you always do. Whenever I ask, Ryan always comes through. He's part of the family. He's part of the team. So thank you, Ryan. We're talking a little bit about baseball. What's up with your Astros, dog? What's going on with your Astros? Me and you talked that first day.
It's the pitching. We literally went from sugar to shit.
Yes.
In a span of the off season. One Verlander. Well, he's supposed to come back tomorrow. So But Verlander's old, man. He's longer than 2 people. Can we really count on Verlander if in a regular season? Our bullpen that used to be our strength in the playoffs. I mean, y'all saw it firsthand what we did to you guys in the playoffs.
Well, 100%, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the bullpen is giving up runs left and right. I mean, that the first game against the Yankees, we jumped on you guys 4-0, and boom, and we give it right back that quick. We're blowing saves left and right. And it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. So the pitching has let us down. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. And what's funny is they just got the best closer in the game. They just got Hader, the best closer in the game.
Right.
Yeah, we just got the best closer in the game, and moved our other reliever. You know what I'm saying? Closer. And we moved them, we moved them down, and we can't get an out, bro. We can't get an out.
Well, and again, Ryan, we said this for you guys on. It's early, man. It really is.
Early.
And things will turn and things will be what they are. I am, without doubt, I know for a fact that you guys will be okay by the end of the season. But it's a long season.
Yeah, it's a long season. I think we'll probably, hopefully make a wild card, but I don't think we're gonna win the division because Rangers are there. So it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. Like we could always count on our pitching, and then our hitting was just always clutch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, Bregman, slow start, Altuve, slow start. But like you said, they're battle tested. We'll see how it goes. Long season.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have to make a trade somewhere to get a ace in there, or a number 2 or number 3 guy, because I don't know, man. Our ace is on the DL now. So we'll see what's going on with them.
Well, the craziest thing about it is, those long seasons are exactly what they are.
Yeah.
Long seasons, man. So, guys will get hot, players will come up, and there's always going to be an unknown somewhere.
Yeah.
A rookie you got somewhere in the minors that's just blowing up AA, AAA.
Right.
Is a great pitcher. I'm hoping we get that too. I think we're winning. The Yankees are winning with bats. The pitching's not horrible though, but we'll get Cole back. We'll get Cole back in a few weeks.
It's serviceable.
Yeah. As long as you're putting up 4 runs a game.
Right, and now and now the Yankees are starting to putting the ball in play. It's not just strikeouts or a home run. Ryan? Soto was amazing, bro.
Oh, he's
amazing.
Amazing. He can play, brother.
I took him number 1.
Strikes. Yeah. That whole topic of strikes. I got I follow a whole thing on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's called Umpire Audit. UmpireAudit.com. And
Angel Hernandez is about to get smoked from DA. Go ahead, DA.
These dudes are horrible. Listen, man, I never thought I would say this, man. But I swear, everyone, get rid of the umpire behind the catcher. Have it done electronically, a robot, AI. I don't care. Because the box is there, America. On TV, when you watch the game, you can see the fucking box. So the ball goes in the box, and you call it a ball.
Always had the box. Even as kids, we play in the backyard. We had the box.
The ball goes outside the box, you call a strike. Do you not understand that does not make sense to people that are actually watching the games on television? And to see you guys, Jay! What are you talking?
Well,
my last point, Ryan.
Yeah.
And the bad thing is that now you watch it and you're like, come on, dog. This is the wrong call. You made a bad call, blah, blah, blah. But they don't care because as soon as a player can't even look back at the ref about him getting kicked out the game. I'm like, come on, man. What the heck is this? Yeah. Dude, they got to go. All right? I'll take the dude on first base line, right? out of safe for first base. Fine, I got that. Second base, fine. Third base, fine. You know, foul lines, make sure fair foul. Fine.
fine.
Dude behind the plate, you got to fucking go.
So
Go.
All right, so you'll keep the rest of the umps just all right.
Behind
so
the plate, gotta go.
At least you'll have some human element to the game,
just not behind the plate,
but just not behind the plate.
It will be Rosie from the Jetsons back there.
I'm pretty.
You know, remember Rosie, my girl from the Jetsons?
Yeah, Rosie. Yeah.
And she'll put her back there in every stadium and take care of this.
But let me interject, DA. What about calls at the plate? You're gonna make the third baseman guy run down that way?
Yes. Get in shape. Stop smoking cigarettes.
That's hilarious, man.
Dude, it's one of the other first base. Look, man. Look. The first base can run. He can do the. They both can go. Right? Because the ball. Okay, so if it happens and you see it, that means the ball went in the outfield.
Right.
If it went in the outfield and he's going tagging up, whatever it is, you got time to at least run to see if he's safe.
Right.
It's not that hard, man. Because basketball referees run up and down the court with those dudes all night. NFL referees and judges run up and down the field with them all night. You can do, stop smoking, stop drinking.
Yeah, it'll probably speed up the game like they want so bad.
Yeah, so I'm not. Yeah, that's what happens, Kevin.
Let me move on to the National Hockey League. Hey, the playoffs are set for hockey. We got the bracket set. The playoffs will be taking place this weekend. The Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning, they will square off again. That's always going to be a good series, man. The Boston Bruins versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. Dan's always makes mention of the Toronto Maple Leafs. My New York Rangers, they faced the Washington Capitals. They won the President's Trophy, meaning that they have the best record in the league. In the President's Trophy, the last 10 to 12 years has been the kiss of death for a lot of NHL teams where they win, and usually they're gone in the first or second round, don't even make it to the conference finals. So the Rangers, hopefully they'll break this mark. And when they won the Stanley Cup back in 1994, they had the best record then, and they went all the way. So shout out to my Rangers. They face the Capitals starting this weekend. The Carolina Hurricanes versus the New York Islanders. The Islanders, they got a chance to get in. Shout out to all the Islander fans. So that's the Eastern Conference setup. Western Conference, you got the Dallas Stars versus the Vegas Golden Knights. The Knights, they was finagling with the roster, had people, sick, whatever, man. They are like the best 8th seed I ever seen when it comes to hockey, man. So they'll be squaring off against the Dallas Stars, who had a really great second half in the season. The Winnipeg Jets versus the Colorado Avalanche. Jets played well this year. The Vancouver Canucks versus the Nashville Predators. And then you have the Edmonton Oilers, who had the 16-game winning streak. They'll face the LA Kings. So, hey, buckle up. Playoff hockey is really well. If you're not a hockey fan, check out hockey. Let me read this real quick from Joseph Zucker of Bleacher Report. The 2024 Stanley Cup playoff field was set on Tuesday night, with the Washington Capitals securing the final wild card berth, in the Eastern Conference. TJ Oshie's empty net goal was the difference in a 2-1 victory over the Philadelphia Flyers, and the result was enough for Washington to fend off the Detroit Red Wings and the Pittsburgh Penguins in the postseason race. Detroit's 5-4 shootout win over the Canadiens was rendered irrelevant. That one is the only outcome of the consequence, with just 2 more days left in the regular season, and then I broke it down on how it went down. So Dan, too bad, too sad. Your Penguins are out. They gave it good old.
Yes, they did. They
try.
Did a great try.
College try.
College try.
They did because they weren't.
Dan would be in the chat. He was like, "Yo, man, we don't do this, we don't do that." And then when they started winning, I said, "Well, where's that energy at now, man?" But typical fans as we are, right? We love our teams and stuff. When they're not doing well, we give them the business, and when they are doing well, we still give them the business. Fans ain't never satisfied. Never satisfied. But that's why we're fanatics. So I'm looking forward to the National Hockey League postseason. Oh, let me just say this. I think I said this before. The NHL. Shout out to the NHL. And I'm going to segue this into Ryan. I think Ryan probably know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the NHL. Gary Bettman, you're not at ABC right now. He said earlier today, the NHL has no interest in no play-in, play-out games, nothing like that. They love the way their postseason is set up. They are not changing it. That was a press conference today. They mentioned that. They're not tinkering with it. They like how their playoff format is. And with that said, I need Ryan to comment on it, and then we're going to go right into the NBA and the WNBA, man. Shout out to the ladies in the WNBA with the draft.
Big ups.
So go ahead, Ryan. Give me that comment on that, and then you can go ahead and into the NBA.
No. I mean, they don't have to follow, the play-in format. You know what I mean? So I mean, their ratings are not that great anyway, so it's okay. So no, I mean, you don't gotta tinker with it. That's not what they want to do. That's not what they want to do. But you can't tell me that play-in tournament stuff. The play-in games didn't make the last 4 weeks the regular season, which is normally a snooze fest because everybody knows who's where. In the last 3-4 weeks of the season, everybody knows who's in. Everybody's benching players. Everybody's doing this. Nah, everybody played up to the Houston Rockets, who was a 11th seed, was trying to get there. So it just made it more competitive. That's what we all wanted. We wanted more competition, and we got it. So
yeah, but we
listen.
We want more competition.
Listen,
all season.
Okay, no, and I get it.
If you're just going to go hard for the last 4 weeks, okay.
No. It's not just the last 4. I'm just saying compared to prior seasons that didn't have the play-in tournament. Like,
yes, I understand that, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like
yes, but I got you. Go ahead.
But what I'm saying is, like, I could care less about a 7th and 8th seed who are almost 500 or below 500. If they got to play an extra game to get into the playoffs, so be it. Who cares about a 7th and 8th seed if it's that close? I like
7th and 8th seed. That's who cares.
Well,
the dudes on the team care.
Well, be the 6th seed. Be the 6th seed. Now, I will I will say this though. I do think it needs some tinkering because obviously I believe that you should be at least 500 in order to even make it into play-in. That's fine. I agree. Because here's why. The Chicago Bulls, they're like 4 games under 500. The Atlanta Hawks are 10 games under 500. They should not even have a chance to even make it to the playoffs. So
the Bulls are 39 and 43.
Okay. The Bulls, 4 games under 500. That's 4 games under 500. And I believe Atlanta is 10 games under 500.
Atlanta is 8 games under 500. They're 36. Excuse me. I'm sorry. 36 and 46. Yes, there are 10 games. Yes.
10. Yeah, exact. 10 games under 500. In order to qualify to compete in that play-in style of format, you have to be at least 500. I mean, come on, give me a break.
I agree with that. What I don't agree with is what we talked about, brother. That's all. I am old school in the respect that regardless of I take into consideration the being 500 or not.
Mr. DA, with all due respect, you ain't that old school. You just argued about having a computer behind a plate.
Yes.
So you ain't that old school.
Yeah, but I am in this respect. That's what I was about to say. In this respect,
okay,
you're right, Ryan. You got me. I believe. No, I don't. It ain't believing for me. This is what it is, man. For all these years, right, man, you play your sport.
Yeah.
The season 82 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of 82 games, you're a team 7 and 8.
Right.
Why does 9 and 10 even get a chance?
Listen,
money, right? Because it's exciting. It's exciting because what you're trying to get to is to be 9 and 10. Whereas before, you fought to be 7 or 8. These dudes,
Right.
you're lowering the bar. So now these 9 and 10 teams in a one game, because remember, and this is the bad part about it, of any sport, things can sway in one game in basketball. That's the excitement of March Madness, right? Because it's only one game. You don't get to have a series. But with pros, it's one game. Because last night, and it might have
the 9 and 10 plays the first game elimination. The 7th and 8th, if one of those teams wins, they get another chance to win again.
But what I'm saying is, so LeBron and them beat the
Pelicans
last night. The Pelicans had a better record than the Sixers did. I mean, than LA did. All right,
you mean
they had a better record than the Lakers, right? So
right, that's why they had. That's why they had the home court. That's why they played it in New Orleans.
They're what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So had it not be 30 free throws to 19 free throws, Zion gets hurt with the last 4 minutes, and if he's feeling good, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they win, that meant the Lakers were out. They should have never had the chance to beat them. You know what? Zion should have been home waiting for the playoffs to play their round one.
Well, Lakers wouldn't have been out though. They had
to play another game.
They get a chance to play another game. Now this next one, if they lose, they out. Yeah.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that why am I giving away my shot? Like I did what I had to do the whole season to be here.
Listen. I totally understand your point. Okay, but what I've heard from you guys ever since I've been on this podcast with you guys, and I love it. All I heard about is where's the competitive spirit? Why we can't get a full 82 game season? Everybody just plays hard. Because when you see the standings and you know that you're the 7th or 8th seed, and then you already know you're going to make it. That's where you get all the players sitting out that we hate. That's where we get all of that.
Them dudes have been the old managing the whole damn year. LeBron said it just 2-3 weeks ago. Hey, I got to be careful with my foot, so I'll take off this game and I'll come back in another game because I got to be careful with my foot injury. What? So you don't play against Milwaukee, but you will play against Memphis. And listen.
Well, I mean that's been going on even back in the days. That happens.
This is what I'm saying. Like, so it wouldn't be so bad. This playing thing would not be so bad if there was full competition the whole season. If dudes were hard the whole season, then you could say, "Oh yeah, dudes is fighting for it the whole year. Get a chance to do this, chance to do that."
Well, they are fighting for it because with a month left in the season, typically we already know who's here and who's there, and then the bottom teams are tanking everybody. So it's just a tank fest. So at least it gives that 9th or 10th seed. If you're over 500, that's my only qualm about it. And to piggyback off what you're saying, I don't believe Chicago or Atlanta should even have the right to play the play-in because they're under 500. Just change that.
So,
in my opinion.
Let me ask you now that you said that, and we're going to move on, right? Because we got some other stuff to cover.
Right.
So if you say you take that out, and then there's no other team that's 500, and then we're just going to rock with the.
Then you just rock with it, right? Okay. Then you just rock with it. But if it's a 1 or 2 game difference, you know what I'm saying, and you're over 500, man, have at it. I don't care about the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th seed. If they're both close, man, go at it. Those games last night were fantastic. You know what I'm saying?
Up for the Golden State.
But what I mean by fantastic, you were glued to the TV. You were watching it. You know what I'm saying? Like
I just think I understand. I'm not even totally in disagreement with you, to be honest.
Hey,
but
I
just have an issue with you do your job the whole day. You knock out what you're supposed to knock out.
Yeah.
and the cat comes and puts like a one little penny on top of the whole pile you made, and he takes credit. Like, yo, dog, you ain't even been here the whole day.
Well,
I've
but
been here the whole day.
right.
I've been cleaning these bathrooms in this building the whole effing day.
I get it, but
And then you come in here at 4:30 and wipe down the mirrors and say, "Yeah, man, they're done. We cleaned the bathroom." But whoa, what? We?
Listen,
You just got here, and that's what's happening.
right? No,
And it's not fair. And I
No,
know
it's-
we're not.
no,
I
it's
know
not- it's-
fair is not something that's guaranteed, but
it's not.
to me,
It's
it's
not.
just not fair.
It's not what's happening because you know why it's not that I can't agree with that argument, your argument, because everybody know what the rules are going in. It's not like we just sprung it on you. You know, you have to be in that top 10 to be in the play-in. So you know what's going on.
But if I'm there at 7, why am I worrying about 9 and 10?
Here we go with listen.
I'm 7.
You can't. I know, but
I bust my ass all year to be 7th.
the last 10 years, that
We're
7th
not
and 8th
that
seed-
good. My
Listen.
team is not that good. We bust our ass. We had leprechauns and rabbit foots and shit. We were killing chickens before games. We was doing all that shit just to get to 7th place.
Okay, my final point on this:
Yeah.
are the games exciting or not? Whether it's a blowout or whether it's not, people are tuned in to these one game, and it's only
That's what they wanted, though.
That's but that's what makes it great. And then it's not like, and you still gotta run through the whole playoff schedule. It's not like the one, like I said, man, it only affects teams 7, 8, 9, and 10. I don't care about teams 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you ain't in the upper echelon anyway, who cares? Play an extra game
It
again.
will be interesting. No, I got no problem. It will be interesting. So, Kev, who in the East is playing tonight in the East?
Before we get that, hold on one second. Before we get to that, let me just get Ryan to go back to our thumbnail that we had on the thing. The Kings eliminated the Warriors from play-in tournament with a 118-94 win. Now, I was busy a little bit last night, but I was able to watch some of this. And Ryan, are you surprised at what happened? And is this the end of the Golden State Warriors as you know it? The dynasty, it's over. Your thoughts?
Yes. Was I surprised? Yes, I was surprised. But I have to give kudos to my brother Kamal. He called it. He's like, "Yo, Sacramento's about to blow them out, and it's going to be because of the cat that hit the 8 threes. I forgot his name. Oh my god. The second year player. He was fantastic. He was fantastic. He hit like 8 threes. He was fantastic. But I was shocked. I thought with Monk not playing and Herter out for the season, I thought there was no way they were gonna, you know what I'm saying, that Sacramento was gonna beat them like that. I knew the game was gonna be close, but not in that fashion. I mean, they punked Golden State like on the boards. Draymond Green only had 3 rebounds. So they handled them quite.
Sabonis was killing them, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, and Sabonis is a beast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, man. So Sabonis is a beast. But like I said, man, they did their thing. I was shocked by the score, and I was even more shocked about Klay's performance. Klay went 0 for 10, 0 for 6 from 3, and I've been preaching this to you guys. Coming off an Achilles and an ACL injury, you have to change your game. You can't just be a spot-up shooter and just running off screens all the time, and you're getting older. It's just too much on your legs. That's why some games he looks great, and in some games he looks awful because he's basically a jump shooter. You know what I'm saying? Put Klay in. Look, Klay is 6'7" and stout. Put him on the box. Let him post up the smaller guards. They don't do that ever. They have him running around, and he's fatigued. He's that tired. So I was shocked.
So can we? I'm glad you said that, Ryan.
Yeah.
Because what I want to get to is something real quick.
Yeah.
It's just me and you and Kev.
Yeah. No.
When we're going to get to the fact that Steve Kerr is not a great fucking coach,
bro.
When are we going to get to the fact that he's not a great coach, right? Because he's been getting a pass, right? So when you got great players, you win, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't seen any coaching moves that he's done that have been. Mark Jackson put that team together,
right?
Now,
the only thing
Mark messed up with Draymond.
Exactly.
He didn't think Draymond had nothing. He's like,
right, because
can't do nothing.
Because Mark Jackson was starting David Lee over Draymond, and then when he came in, but again, I know we've had this conversation before.
But David Lee is 6'10", so.
right, and Draymond and could play. David Lee was awesome. He was even awesome for your Knicks.
I was about to say, David. Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was awesome for the Knicks. But to your point, right? It was Mark Jackson. Built the foundation. And I will say this, and I always say this, Steve Kerr always gives Mark Jackson his respect and his just due. Yeah. Always. So I'm not gonna hold Steve Kerr accountable for that. But you're right, bro. And that's why I believe Bob Myers is gone, because Bob Myers drafted young talent for him and he never wanted to play them. Didn't give Wiseman a chance. Was messing around with Kuminga for the last 3 years. Kuminga had to come out and say, "Hey, I don't think I can reach my potential with him as a coach." Who says that? And then after he said that, Kuminga's in the starting lineup. So it took a player to say that to get him in the lineup, and then they take off. So
let me go ahead, Ryan.
And back to your point, like, obviously you're going to win with you can only win championships with great players. Okay. But that's why I respect Spoelstra so much, right? Because he won with great players, but he also won when he was rebuilding. He stayed there. He could have probably left and be like, okay, I mean, let me jump around and try to go to another team like how Doc Rivers does. He goes to another team that's already stacked, right? Spoelstra stayed, right? Built and always had his teams when they were like, not as good as they are, and always had them, producing, always had them in the playoff run.
Yep. Spoelstra can coach, man.
Spoelstra can coach.
I think Steve Kerr is like Joe Torre, man. Like, he's a good with personalities dude, right? He's not an XO coach, right? But he's good at managing personalities. And you know who else is like that? And because he's won so many championships, they say he's one of the greatest coaches of all time. Bro, I thought Phil Jackson also too was highly overrated.
Too much praise.
Well, the triangle was not his.
Exactly, it's Tex Winners.
It's
Tex Winners. He wasn't ex-no coach. What does Phil Jackson always says? Oh, I don't call timeouts. I let them figure it out. Yeah, because you got the best players. You got Michael Jordan. You got Scottie. You got Dennis Rodman, and then you went and got Shaq and Kobe. Of course, you don't have to call a timeout when you have those kind of players. Why didn't he stick around and help rebuild the team? Let me see.
Don't do that.
Hold on. Let me just interject. Let me jump in here because y'all guys been really great. He absolutely stuck up the Knicks when he came back here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Came back here, and you can tell he didn't want to do it, but because
he didn't want to do it,
because the Knicks threw so much money at him, he did it. He ski masked the Knicks. He didn't have to wear a ski mask. He got exposed,
bro. He got exposed.
He just walked into the bank and took the money.
He got exposed, and Steve Kerr is living off living off the greatness of Steph. That's why he's always praising Steph, and rightfully so. Okay,
just like I said, I am
What about Doc?
And just like Doc is living off the big three in Boston.
One championship,
and he's living off that, bro.
Mike Mills is somewhere going, what?
he's blown the most.
I gotta call in now.
Shout out to Mills.
I'm gonna call in right now.
He's blown the most 3-1 leads in coaching history. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, bro, they fired the dude from Milwaukee They were like what? They were like 30-13.
Yeah.
Fired him, bring Doc in, bro, and they got a losing record.
I don't understand that move.
No, I am happy.
I mean, we talked about it, but I still, for the love of God, don't understand why Milwaukee and their general manager and their people did that move and not knowing. I mean, us as lay people, we can see, Doc, like you said, Ryan, he's been living off that one championship, that one chip, and now he's, like you said, he's getting exposed, man. But go ahead with the whole the Warriors. So it's over. It's done.
Right, because as we know them, I'm not saying they can't make moves, and Golden State has a great franchise, great front office. So they're gonna make moves and compete again. But if you're talking about your three best players are Steph, Draymond, and Klay, you're not gonna win. You're not winning with that. You're not now. You're not at this age, and not what they demand as far as money.
So right. So let's go back to what you said. And this makes all sense in the world. I agree with you 110%. It goes back to the coaching ownership. You had a kid like Wiseman, 7 feet tall. Nope, ain't give him a chance. You had other players coming through there, some size, you didn't give him a chance. Now you're here with a short, old team, and you're all played out, right? Because Sabonis he's not a 7-footer, he's 6'10", but he towered over everyone else you had.
Right.
That's not good. You wouldn't have had a chance any freaking way. Only way you had a chance is if Steph has one of those magical runs like he had against Boston. And it seemed like Boston guarded the Nets in the playoffs that year, but they sure enough didn't guard Curry in the championship. So, this year, I think Boston has a real good shot with Holiday. Their guards are big, and they can play defense. So I think they'll be fine. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And to your point, listen, when they won a championship in 2022, they had just missed the playoffs because of the injuries. They came back. You know what I'm saying? Steph just went crazy. He went nuts. He went nuclear, as they say. He went crazy, and he brought him home, and good for him. Can't do that now. All they did was blitz him. They did was trap and blitz him, bro.
Take the ball out of his hands.
Right. So and like I said, put Klay in other spots. Man, put Klay on the block. Like all the great shooting guards always, as they got older and they're shooters, you got to reinvent yourself a little bit, man. Add something to your game. Klay never added to his game at all.
Not that we saw.
He's been playing the same way ever since he got into the league.
I know. I'm not gonna say not that, because he could be doing what the coach said, right? So I would give him the benefit of a doubt until he gets somewhere else, and we can see what he does. If he ends his career there, we'll never see it.
Ryan, does he stay?
Huh?
Does Klay stay?
Does Klay stay? I'm going, man.
He got to not take a lot of money. He got to take like a couple mil. Not
right.
They can't pay him 30. Right.
Okay, they can't pay him that, right? But you're still bringing him back. Just because he takes less money doesn't mean his game is going to change. His game is going to be what his game is. Who cares when are you going to bring somebody else who's going to take his spot as far as the pecking order? Right now, Steph Curry needs somebody on his team that can get him 25 points consistently every night. Consistently. If they can't get that somebody, they're going to struggle and struggle mightily. You know what I'm saying? Draymond is getting older. You don't know when he's going to fly off the handle and get suspended. You don't know. There's too many question marks. If I was them, yes, I would either try to do a sign and trade, and because to be honest with you, Klay is going to be coveted, bro, around the league, because obviously can still shoot, but he can't be your second best offensive player.
No,
he can't.
Not at this juncture. No.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, they even tried bringing him off the bench. You know what I'm
They
saying?
thought it was
So,
going to be Wiggins.
but Wiggins, but the whole knock about Wiggins, even when he was coming into the league, is just he doesn't have a great motor. And you can see it. You can see he's uber talented. You saw it when they won the championship. He was fantastic in the playoffs in 2022 when they won the championship. Fantastic. And then, but you can tell that he really doesn't, he's not looking to be one of the all-time greats or this or that. He's just laid back where is that?
Yeah.
But see, hold on. But that's why he was such a good fit in 2022 because that's when you had Klay. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's coming off the injury, you still had Klay, you had Draymond who were younger, so there was really no pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? And then he performed. Now, when those guys get older and you have to step up, and now you have to be the number 2 guy, he can't be the number 2 guy. Can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be on Klay because Golden State's gonna offer him something. You know what I'm saying? And whether they lowball him or not, my question is, do they want Klay? Do they want Klay? I know Steve Kerr and Draymond and Steph wants him, but does the front office want him?
I don't think so.
I don't think so neither, bro.
Golden State don't do it. He does say Golden State don't do it.
I don't think so, man.
Hey, Miami's beating Philadelphia. I think it's 51-39 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So just for everybody out there that may not have the score, that's the score.
Yeah, the Hawks and the Bulls face off at 9:30 in Chicago. So go ahead. Sorry, sir.
So if Miami wins, who wins this game plays you guys, the Knicks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, I wish you guys would have lost that game, bro. I didn't like y'all going to number 2, bro. It just doesn't seem right that the number 2 seed is gonna have to play Philly or Miami. That's just oh gosh.
That will be all right, bro.
I mean, we played.
Man.
Brunson's balling. I don't know if that's gonna be sustainable because he's been going hell bent, and the Knicks bench is thin enough, and we know how Tibbs does, right, with rotations, right?
They're going to give Brunson the MVP candidate respect, and they're going to blitz him and let somebody else beat them. Because say what you want about Julius Randle, he takes pressure off of Jalen Brunson because he can initiate offense in the high post. He can drive. He can get rebounds. He can play bully ball.
This is what I said last week, man. Remember when I was telling you, I said, even as a decoy, he needed to be on the court.
But you can't play with a separated shoulder, bro. That's the only thing. You just can't.
Listen, man. He can be there. He can shoot with the other hand. Don't tell him to separate.
Separated.
Tell him. Yo, listen. Tell him
it's a physical game.
Tell the people. Yo, I'm better now. Him just being on the court.
I got to bring a sports doctor on here for DA.
Yeah, but
man.
I'm guaranteed to do it.
You can't play ball with a separated shoulder, bro.
Oh yeah, you can't play basketball because I played football with a separated shoulder.
What'd you play? Were you an offensive lineman?
No, I was a linebacker. I was skinny.
Linebacker?
So,
Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Ryan.
But listen, man. Much props to the Knicks. I've been bigging up the Knicks all season, giving them their props.
Yes, you have.
But man, I just wish you guys would have played another team in the first round other than Miami or Philly, because I don't know, for some reason, man. I just don't. I don't even want to say it.
Wasn't supposed to be gone anyway. So.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, Brunson's been amazing. You know what I'm saying? Definitely an MVP candidate. Do I think he's gonna win it? No. Is he deserving of it? Yes, he has he's deserving. You know what I'm saying? All those guys are deserving. But if you're telling me who's my MVP, I'm still gonna go with either Joker or SGA, because
I would go SGA.
Because, bro,
they
got the number 1 seed in the West, bro.
Mm-hmm.
With the second youngest team in the league.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let that sink in.
I would go SGA.
And then if you're talking about, okay, if it's close, if you want to nitpick, what did they do head to head? I saw SGA hit a clutch shot in Madison Square Garden for the win.
I remember that. Yep.
You know what I mean? So
SGA is a monster, man.
Yeah, he's a monster. But is Brunson worthy of the
taller,
MVP?
Yeah, he's worthy. I guess.
Worthy. Yeah.
But he's not worthy in the fact that he played well all season.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is at the end of the season is when he really came on, right? So
I would say
you have that part of it.
January.
But,
yeah. Right.
So,
but
the whole season, Jokic and SGA have been good. The whole damn year.
Right. And to Brunson's credit, his usage had to go up when Randall went out. So kudos to him for that. But what's going to hurt them? His narrative is he had a lot of guys out. You guys had your whole front court out, and he was carrying the Knicks, carried them all the way to the 2 seed. But the other teams in the East all had injuries too. It wasn't as a powerhouse of a conference as the West. I mean,
listen.
So
yes. But see, that's the thing. And that. Man, listen, Ryan. Like I try not to get in those conversations because it's cyclical in the NBA. If you're old enough to look at history and not just off the top of your head say things like a lot of these youngsters do. The reality is, it's always like that. Like I remember back when we were kids, and me and Kevin were kids in New York, and you're in our age bracket. The East.
Go ahead, say Ryan, babyface Finster. Go ahead.
Yeah, babyface Finster Ryan. He's 75 years old. They just don't know it. So
they don't know.
He calling hymns right now.
I need it, bro. My goodness.
Calling hymns, you get the hair, and you get the other thing right there. You get hymns, HIMS. Yeah, but so if you look at it, like in the 80s, the East was stronger. You had the Boston Celtics, Philadelphia 76ers. Yeah. Now the Lakers were good, right, in the West, but Sacramento was a wasteland. Well, they were Kansas City, and actually were a wasteland. The Clippers were a wasteland. Like there were places that you sent dudes in the West where you wanted them to go and die, right? Right. Now, but you did have Philly, you did have the Lakers. Supersonics were pretty good. Portland was good. Once Clyde got there. So they had a few teams. Houston,
Rockets was good with the Twin Towers, right? Yeah.
Right, but the East was
Denver. Denver with Doug Moe was good.
Doug Moe, what's the man? Alex English.
Yep.
Pat Lever and Dan Issel.
Kiki Vandeweghe.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were the first team to score over 150 points in the game. So they played Detroit. They played Isaiah and them. I guess no one played defense that night. But then in the 90s, things started switching over, and they got strong in the West because Mitch Richmond, Run TMC, with the Dallas, so they got stronger in the West. In the 90s, I would say, I think for the most part, except for the Bulls and the Knicks, the West was very, very strong.
Right.
And during the 90s and then 2000, it switched back a little bit. There was a point in time where things were pretty equal, I think.
Yeah.
Like when the LeBron class came in, so I think, having Dwayne Wade and LeBron in the East, and then Melo went out West, and he got had a playoff team, and so Kenyon Martin was in the West. Gilbert Arenas came East, so they had some good players on both sides. And right now, I think LeBron did take advantage of a weak East at the end of his time in the East when he went to Miami.
Because the Pacers was like the second best team with a young Paul George.
And then Chicago had a year or two that they came up, but it was the Pacers. So it wasn't, and the West had a team. The West was very good, So you had Kobe and this one and that one, that. So it's always cyclical as to who, is at the top team and the top conference, man. And I think your there was a point in time, Ryan, when they said, we just need to do the playoffs, irregardless of conference, just get the best 16 teams, right? 1 through 16 that, in the league. Now, what happens with your thing is that, hey, it's not a problem because, listen, you still may be under 500 and we have to take those teams out.
That's the only thing I would change, man. It's just foolishness that Chicago Bulls and Atlanta Hawks are playing, and they both under 500, and one team is 10 games under 500. What the hell are you playing for? Why are you even? So tweak it. You know what I'm saying? Tweak it, man. And
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Ryan, let's move on. Lakers and Pelicans. The Lakers wind up winning that game, like DA said. Zion, he got hurt later on in the game. He was monster. He had 40 points, man. Doing this thing, but the Pelicans fell 4 games short. LeBron had 23, Russell with 21, Davis with 20. LeBron was 23, 9, and 9. They won last night, and guess what? They get another try at the world champ Denver Nuggets. Ryan, take it away.
I will, man. Now, what I think Denver has beat them 9 straight times or something.
Yeah, they beat their ass
8 straight times. Swept them in the playoffs, and won all 4 games. Bro, man, the Joker's just on a different level, bro.
Well, it's gonna take Anthony Davis doing some shit he don't want to do.
Right.
He always tells you he doesn't want to play center.
Exactly.
For them to beat him, he's gonna have to play center.
Yeah, and bro, and let me tell you, man, Denver was coasting the whole year. Yeah, and still tied for the and you know what I'm saying, and still damn near got the 1 seed in the West. It was coasting, man. I mean,
you can tell.
Yeah, exactly. Murray didn't even play the last 7 games. I mean, it's still like, okay, whoever we see, we see. I just think, I mean, do they have a shot? No, they don't have a shot. They don't. They don't have a shot because I don't trust AD against Joker. I just don't.
Nope. I don't trust the bad shooting of the doggone of the Lakers. They're a bad shooting team. They can't shoot.
Well, and they got some of their players back. They got Gabe Vincent back, who had a good game.
Yes.
But Denver's so cohesive, man. Like when you win a championship, bro, it's like the confidence that they have. You know what I'm saying? Is second to none. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, everybody knows their role. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like when you can have the dunk guy, what's his name? Oh my God. As your 4th option. You know what I'm saying? On Denver's squad. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard to stop because he's in the dunker spot. You got Joker.
Listen, man. Aaron Gordon be pushing LeBron around like a dog. Get out of here.
Aaron Gordon D's up. So remember, Aaron Gordon was the number 1 option when he was in Orlando. He comes here. He's a 4th option. That's what unlocked Denver. It's him being the 4th option. And then you got Michael Porter Jr. All right, and
6'11".
We'll talk about his brother here in a second.
Oh my God, man! How dumb can you be? Yeah, and but I will say this about Denver. I don't think they're as strong as they were last year. They're not. Yeah. No, okay, they're benched.
Mike Brown. Mike Brown going. Yeah, they gave Vincent going.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like Uncle Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff Green was huge for them. Brown was huge.
Jeff is in the home right now. It's not that he left for money. He's in the old folks home now.
Right. So
sleeping safe and sound.
So I will say that I do think the Lakers have the better depth on the team.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to extend this series. Let me tell you, if the Lakers don't get one of these first 2 games in Denver, they might get swept.
Good
They
night.
might get swept.
Again.
They have to get one of these 2 games.
Again.
My man.
They have to get one of these 2 games because even though they always say, hey, the series don't start until the road team wins.
It's not going to start then.
Yeah, Denver is in their head so bad. Like I saw the coach after the game, the coach for the Lakers, in the locker room saying, "Hey, we're ready." That just looked like what coach just says that?
I'm fake.
He's scared.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it looked like to me. Let me try to just pump it. You know what I'm saying? Let me try to believe it myself.
They told me if we lose this shit, I'm out of a job. That's what they said.
Like.
Fake,
we're ready.
Fake ready.
Fake ready. We're ready and we're confident and I'm like, dude, you ain't gotta say that. Just go out there and ball. Like,
that's it.
I'm like,
that's what your mouth saying, Ryan.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you, them fools are scared to death.
Like I said, the only way they have a chance because LeBron is great. We know LeBron. We know what even at this age, we know what LeBron's gonna give us. Okay, LeBron.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Please, man. Please.
What?
We are not going to do that at this age, shit. Right? Because
but damn, man.
No. Listen,
all right,
listen.
but he is that age.
No.
We just got finished.
No.
But we just got finished killing. We just got killing Steph. We got finished Draymond. We saying how old.
Listen. No.
We got finished saying how old Klay is.
No, we're not doing that.
So Father Time.
No.
So hey.
Nope.
Golly. Even Jordan got old.
Nope. But he did. Listen, this is the problem, man. Because Vince Carter played till he was 48.
Yeah, but bro, he was playing 10 minutes a game at the end of
Yeah, and we're gonna be cool on that because I don't want to open up another bag of worms, right?
No, we can't. Not tonight.
As to why that may be, right? Well, history will tell the story, right? So we're not gonna get into that. But what I want to say is this.
Yeah.
And I say this every day, man. Right?
Yeah.
So if you got an old guy at your job, Ryan, right? You guys do whatever you do.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he does it, he doesn't say, "Hey, I just went and took a shit, and I'm 57 years old."
Right.
It don't mean nothing, man. It don't. Listen, if you're here, right? If you came,
okay,
right? Like you play basketball,
that's
right?
Fair. That's fair. Yep.
You go to the Y, and you pick your 5. They pick their 5. You all ball out.
No, that's fair.
You don't want to do to say, "Well, yeah, I'm 67." Dog.
Because
why did you come?
Because what you're saying is you're setting yourself up to have an excuse if you play bad.
Yes, and we don't want that. We want you to be.
Got you.
You're LeBron James, and if you came here to play, then you came here to play. It's just like boxing, man. If you get that, the sanctioning bodies let you fight.
Right.
I don't care how old you are. You're there.
Mike Tyson.
It doesn't matter. Yes. Well, this is an exhibition, so it doesn't matter. But but what I'm saying is that by everyone saying he's old and doing this at this age, it's kind of disingenuous, man. Because if you're in shape to play, you're in shape to play.
Right.
That's all it is. I'm not. That's all. I'm not disrespecting, man. Like I'm not even getting on it like that. I just don't think it's right. Say it like that.
Fair enough. I definitely understand your point, but we know what LeBron's going to give you.
Right.
He's going to be awesome. The only chance the Lakers have is AD coming close to canceling out
he has
the
to
Joker.
The Joker.
But here's why that's almost an impossible feat to do because Joker can beat you in so many different ways.
So many ways.
They run a triangle too, man, but they just run it at the top of the key because he catches it and he turns around and he directs traffic.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough.
Makes the pass.
Yeah.
Then he's slow, but he'll make that pass and he'll cut to the basket so quick you don't even know he's there. Next thing you know, it's a layup.
The most
athletic
big man.
You know,
if there was such a word.
Yeah. No, he's athletic enough to do what he does.
Yeah. You can't, and he's playing at his pace.
Yeah.
At his same thing with Luka. They play at their pace, methodical, and they just reel you in, bro. And they just kill you. Yeah.
That's a good word. We must move on real quick. And I probably shouldn't even say about this article. This is from The Athletic from Joe Vardon. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver delivered the league's most severe punishment in decades for gambling on Wednesday, banning Toronto Raptors forward Jonte Porter from the league for what he termed a cardinal sin of betting on the league's game and sharing inside information. The league said Porter, who spent part of his time in the NBA and part of his time in the developmental G League, probably told a sports bettor he was injured, removed himself from a game to control prop bets on his own play and place his own wages on.
He just asked his brother for some money. Shit, man, his brother got his contract.
Bro, I mean, the dude bet on his own team to lose.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Like, dude, like, come on, man.
Well,
like, we
inside
know.
trading. Yep,
we know what's going on.
Mike Milken.
But, you know, and it was. I'm gonna sound like a jerk by saying this, but I actually think Adam Silver is relieved that this happened because he made an example out of him, and he's just a G League guy. Yeah. What if this was one of the top players in the league? Hence, like Ohtani and his translator, that's still fishy to me, bro. By the way,
which is on the hush, low. Shh, you don't hear about it no more.
Nobody you're gonna have to take the fall for him.
Yeah,
bro. That's what it. I mean, I don't know. Listen, but man, that seems very fishy to me, bro. Very fishy. But like getting back to my point, Adam Silver's got to be happy for this.
Yeah.
Because one, he laid the hammer down, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Gave him the lifetime ban because you know what's happening. You know what's happening. More people are doing this. You know what they are. Come on. You know they're doing it. You just got to be smart about it. And the guy wasn't smart about it.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So
now he's gone.
Yeah. So, but
for him.
Well. And I mean, he might just be a degenerate gambler. I mean, gambling, you know, I like to gamble. I'm just cheap. So that's what saves me. You know what I'm saying? I like gambling, but I'm cheap. So that saves me. You know what I'm saying? But I can imagine somebody who's like likes gambling and has a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? And they can get caught up in stuff, man. Like, I mean, you know
Bruno Mars, right? Bruno Mars owns what's that, Hard Rock or whatever hotel out in Vegas? Like $5 million, and you know they kept on letting them get tabs. Yep.
Oh wow.
So, yep.
Yeah. So I mean, and to be honest, you know what I'm saying? It is. I mean, I think he was on a 2-way contract. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you're making your own money. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing?
Like you said, though, it's self-correcting problem, so he's out.
Yeah,
so it's good for Adam Silver too.
Yeah, and it's, you know, and he's just an addict.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's an addict, bro, and that's what happens.
Yeah, they got him the hell up out of here. So
right, it's not, I mean, it's just like any other addiction, whether it's alcohol or not. You know, you can't drink and drive.
Yeah.
But motherfucker, excuse me, but people do it.
It's all good, bro.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My bad. Yeah.
So go ahead, Ryan, and I'll get to the last point, and then we'll go to the happier called the WNBA. Go ahead.
Man, kudos to the girls, man. The women, the ladies. Bro,
they got me watching,
man. They balled out, bro. Yes. They balled out. The product was good. You know what I'm saying? The trash talking was good. Everything was good. The NCAA tournament was fantastic. Yep. You know, shout out to Caitlin Clark. Shout out to South Carolina, Carmela Cardoso, UConn girls. You know what I'm saying? LSU, North Carolina State. I mean, just they balled out, bro. From start to finish, they balled out. And you know, and I'm just, you know, you guys know me. I'm an advocate of women's basketball, man. And you know, and I've been preaching it, man. And I'm just, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm proud, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think the game is healthy, man. I think the game is very healthy.
You know, right? Absolutely.
Caitlin left it in a better place than when she got there.
Yeah.
You got young ladies now that are willing to stay in college. Well, they were before, but
they had to stay.
yeah, but they're staying in college now because there's NIL money, maybe more than what they make with the WNBA.
Right.
So it's a good thing, man, and
it's a great thing.
A lot of personalities,
right, and
are coming into it, man.
Yeah, and not only that, like I said, shout out to Dawn Staley, 3-time champion. You know what I'm saying? Undefeated
That's a
season.
dynasty right there. That's a dynasty.
Bro. Now they were undefeated last season too, and they lost to Kate, and they lost to Caitlin in the semifinals, right?
Yeah.
They were undefeated, probably with a better team last year. Yeah. They lost a whole starting 5 and their 6th woman to the WNBA.
Yep.
Brought in a whole new starting 5, went undefeated again, and they just balled out, man. And the women that are going, that got drafted. Caitlin went to Indiana. And look, Indiana is going to be stacked.
They already freaking what you call them, man.
They got Aaliyah Boston with number 1 pick last year. They got Nalissa Smith.
Play, man.
Bro.
Big Boston getting in, man.
Right. You got Nalissa Smith. You got the other guard. So they have like a big 4 with Caitlin. And the good thing about Caitlin, everybody looks at her shooting, and rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Bro, her vision, her IQ for the game is amazing. And she plays fast. She pushes the ball, she pushes the tempo. So, I love what the Sparks did. The Sparks got the center from Stanford, and they got Rakia Jackson from Tennessee. So they got a 1-2 punch. Love what Chicago did. Chicago went and got Carmela Cardozo at number 3. Yep. Traded up and got Angel Reese. Probably the best 2 rebounders in the sport. You know what I'm saying? So, and not only that, the coach for the Chicago Sky now is the former New York Liberty point guard. What's her name? Oh my God. Witherspoon. Yeah, Spoon. And she's all about defense. So she has her 2 anchors right there. So I'm excited to see the WNBA. And not only that, you got the whole one of my favorite players to watch is Diana Taurasi. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, she's real.
So Diana want all the smoke with Caitlin. She's like, okay, it's gonna be an awakening when she gets to this league, because it's grown women playing. And I don't even think that was anything bad what she said.
It wasn't.
That's true with all sports. When you come from college and you go to the pros, they don't give a damn what you did in college. You got to show us here.
It's just we're such. Forget it. I was gonna say a word, get me in trouble. We're just so soft right now, man, socially, that you can't even say something that's maybe destructive criticism. Like, listen, girl, be correct, because it's going to be hard here.
Yes,
with what we do. You can't say that to her,
right?
Come on, man. Damn.
Let her try. Like, so what? And what that does is that's gonna add more fire to the competition. You know what I'm saying? Let the girls trash talk too. Like, you want the girls to be, submissive and no, they playing a sport, man. They're going at it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So let them do their thing, man. I'm excited for the league. And the good thing about the WNBA, like, it starts next month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not that long layoff where you have, the draft and then you start. Yeah.
Can't hear you, Kev.
I can't hear you, Kev.
I said I'll give you a personal note for me. Yeah. You mentioned Teresa Weatherspoon.
Yeah.
I remember, when me and D-Dubs were still in Brooklyn, and when the WNBA came into being, and I remember that half-court shot that she
against my Houston Comets.
Yes.
Because they the finals was only 3 games, and
right.
Houston had won the first game. Mm-hmm. And they were getting ready to win a championship. I think they're like, it's gonna be their 3rd championship in a row.
Yep.
and then she shot it, bro, and made it, bro. And
I remember running around the basement. I was like, and it was just so great. And I'm not gonna lie, over the last couple of years, decades, so I really haven't been engaged into the WNBA or women's basketball. But
yeah,
as you said, you've been very much an ambassador for that.
Mhm.
And kudos to you, man. And I've been watching, man. I've been hooked, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to some good competition, and hopefully they can build on the momentum that the NCAA season has had. And just like DA said, man, hey, they got to stay for the 4 years or whatever. They make their money, and hopefully, because I've been hearing this, and I'm going to try to end it on a good note. Hearing a lot of people on social media say, "Hey, they're not making as much as the women. I mean, the WNBA women are not making as much as the men." Well, I challenge. Hold on a second. I challenge you. Whoever said that, have you went to a game? And if you haven't been to a game, go support them.
Go support
them. Buy stuff.
Right.
Go to the game. I have been to plenty, living in New York and living in Charlotte, and went to see the Liberty. Went to go see the Sting when there was a team.
Yeah.
Just go
Charlotte
support
Sting.
them,
Yeah. And Kev, it's all economics, bro. Like
100%.
You can only get what you're bringing in. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if the stadiums aren't packed and you're not getting this sponsorship, you're not getting this TV deal. So you can only make so much. You know what I'm saying? So
that's why I say I challenge all that saying. Go support.
Yeah.
Go support. That's all I want. Go support.
And not just men. The women. Like celebrity women gotta go support them, bro.
That's exactly what I was saying. Women can't talk junk and don't support. Because the men are watching. We watch. Because we just want to watch competition.
Right.
But y'all can't talk junk and talk about money disparity and stuff like that. And y'all don't go support. And like D-Dub just put, he said, no, they don't believe in mathematics. Y'all gotta believe in math. Yo, it's
economics.
The NBA supports the WNBA,
right?
And that's what it is until the WNBA is able to take care of themselves. Right. It's not unfortunate. It is what it is. The math, it is what it is. So go ahead, Maya. I'm have my last word.
No problem. And also too, Kev, what happens is so normally how the WNBA was set up with the NBA was like the NBA franchise, whatever city was in, kind of helped support, support the league, and that's why you saw a lot of the teams, go under, like the Houston Comets. Remember, they won 4 straight championships with Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper and Tina Thompson won the first 4 championships, and they go under because at the time the chief owner for the Rock, I think it was Leslie Alexander, didn't want to put money towards the team, and so they went under. So the Miami Soul, a lot of teams are going under. But
they only stayed down here for a year. Am I correct? Miami Soul, how many years it was here?
I want to say 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, I want to say it was like
same thing with the Liberty. The Liberty played in, and me and Diego always had this joke. Liberty played in Madison Square Garden, and Dolan was like, "Hey man, I can't have this arena half full with only 5,000 people, and I'm playing my hot dog guy, I'm playing the pretzel guy, the cotton candy guy." Exactly. He said, "I can't have that, man. So y'all got to go." And that's when they started playing at some arena in Westchester County. And now
now they're in Brooklyn, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. And what I'm hearing is they're gonna be have expansion. So a lot of other cities are gonna pick up teams, and that's good because another problem that the WNBA has. And it's a huge problem, guys.
What's that?
So, all right. So there's only 12 teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what happens is there's 12 teams. So there's 2 rounds, or what have you, and there's 24 women selected every year in the draft. What happens is a lot of these players get picked and they get cut because there's only so many roster spots.
Yeah, of course.
On, you know what I'm saying? There's only 12 teams. If you can't beat out somebody, they're gonna cut you. And that's why these girls gotta go overseas and do this and play. And, you know what I'm saying? So
the thing is, I think that's because the NBA cannot afford to pay for their league and then pay for a G League for them. too much. Like
Yeah.
we can't do that.
Right. So
Nope.
yeah. So right. So and my thing is, dude, just add more roster spots. I mean, Jesus, just add more. I mean, it's I think it's like 12 or 13 roster spots. Make it 15. You know what I'm saying? So these girls can get developed and be under a roster and what have you. So with the expansion and getting more teams, you know, because unfortunately, bro, you're gonna see girls that got drafted on Monday are gonna get cut
on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, well, they don't make the team.
Yeah, but that's my point. If you get picked, the first or second round in the NBA, you're guaranteed a contract. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they don't have a structure like that because they can't pay him like that. So
right, and it's just if you're getting 24 more girls every year, it's just with 12 teams, it's just not enough. It's not enough roster spots. So,
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's Ryan DeSouza, our NBA insider and contributor. Let me give Ryan some applause here, man. Thank you, Ryan.
No problem, bro.
Ryan, thank you so much. As always, anytime I call Ryan comes through, and man, Ryan was definitely on his game. Him and DA, man, they can't figure out that playing thing. But it's all good.
No, and the reason why, Kev, is because we're saying the same thing. But we're coming from different angles with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
we want a different outcome. Same thing.
Yeah.
Different outcomes.
Yeah.
Somebody's got the old school math and somebody has the Common Core.
Right.
There you go.
That's what it is. Let me run this down real quick. What happened in the last week? John Sterling, he retires from the Yankee broadcasting. 35 years he spent as the Yankees radio guy, man. Shout out to John Sterling. And I didn't even know he used to call Islander games, DA, back in the days before he became a Yankee announcer. Yeah, he used to call New York Islander games. So he retires at the age of 85. He has said he had some health issues or whatever, but John Sterling is retiring as the Yankees radio guy. Vern Lundquist, he's retiring from the Masters, announcing the Masters. Scotty Scheffler, he won the Masters tournament over the weekend. Tiger Woods finished dead last. Is it over for Tiger? That's for another day. We'll talk about that. Okay. And the Coyotes are officially the Arizona Coyotes. It's official. The team has been sold, and they will be moving to Utah to become the Utah whatever. They said they will rebrand the franchise. So let's have our parting shots. Great show. I'll give it to the DA. DA, what you got for us, bro?
Don't change the syllabus. That's all. Keep it the same. Don't change it.
Don't change the syllabus. Don't change the syllabus. Ryan, thank you, DA. Ryan, what you got for us, bro? Thanks again, man.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me, guys.
Thank
NBA.
Sure.
No, you're welcome, guys. Anytime, man. NBA playoffs, full force. You know what I'm saying? Go Knicks, rooting for your Knicks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I just hate that y'all gotta play Miami or Philly in the first round.
Yeah, I know.
This doesn't even seem right for a number 2 seed to have to do that. You know what I'm saying? But guys, thank you for having me, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you. D-Dub wanted me to mention that Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia this weekend, the 20th. For all you boxing heads, DA and D-Dub, they're the boxing dudes on this show, man. So I'm pretty sure they'll have something to talk about on Sunday or Monday, man. We'll get together. We'll do something, man. But I'm very interested, man, for boxing. When is Mike Tyson fighting again? When is his?
I think it's July.
July. Okay. So my part shots, I ain't got nothing too heavy because we'll be back on. We'll having our special guest, the East Coast Gridiron Podcast. We're doing a combo collaboration tomorrow with them, man. Guys, no football. Check out their podcast. Those dudes know, like, we know football, but they know football, man. And so they'll be here to break down the draft. We'll break down the 32 teams on tomorrow. Who's going to be drafted? Who's going to do what? And I'm glad to collaborate with and my main man Dante, who's their fearless leader for the East Coast Gridiron Podcast, man. So we'll be doing that tomorrow, 7:30. That's why we did today's show today, because we had a lot of stuff to talk about, especially NBA and all the other sports-related things, such as the NHL playoffs also ongoing, man. So listen, I'm not gonna belabor the point. I'm like DA, I'm tired. I'm gonna do this editing and I'm gonna go to bed. So on behalf of myself, I'm Kevin Warren, your host and moderator for the DA, for Ryan DeSouza, our NBA insider and contributor, for Daryl D. Warren in his absence, for Dan the Hockey Dude in his absence, for James Eric Warren and the Angry Man in his absence, and Mike Mills was probably listening when we was talking about Doc Rivers. So in his absence, man, yo, this is the Sports Chasers podcast, man. That'd be good, be great, man. Hey, we'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms, and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.